Today I'm going to show you how to use the Commons if you want to use any of the Canvas templates. The instructions I'm going to show you, I'm going to use one of my templates, but you can pretty much do the exact same thing if you want to use one of Mrs. Harrison's or Mrs. Iron's templates. So these instructions aren't just exclusive to mine. I do want you to recognize that Mrs. Irons and Mrs. Harrison's templates are entire courses that will, populate your course with modules and announcements and different things. The one I'm going to show you is just a home page. It's just a landing page, what students will see when they originally click on your Canvas page. The idea being that all of our sixth graders kind of have, they visit our Canvas pages and they're somewhat consistent. So I'm going to show you how to start working on this right now and how to make it your own and edit it with your own pictures and colors. And let's get started. So right now we're looking at my Canvas page. And right here with the moving fingers, this is the one I'm working on right now for my semester one. The example I'll do today we'll say is for sixth grade math. And the first thing you're going to want to do is go to courses over on the left here and click on all courses. Now, not until the end of July will we actually have a course that will have our students already in it. So right now we're going to create what they've been calling a dummy course, and you can work on it right now. We'll back it up to the Commons place, and then when we actually get our real course with students, you can just import it in and overwrite that course that our tech department has made for you. So right now at the top of the screen, we're just going to click on plus course, and we need to give this a name. So you could call it, I'm going to do an example for, say, sixth grade math, and we could say sixth grade mathematics, and I might put dummy after it just so we know. You can always edit this later, and I'm going to create the course. So it'll take a second. If you go back to your dashboard over here on the left, you're immediately going to see down here that you have this course right here called sixth grade mathematics dummy. So that's there. So the first thing we want to do is go over here on the left, right down here where it says Commons, and I'm going to click on that. Now, in the Commons, it's kind of a cloud space where teachers can share stuff. If you go up here in the search box and just put in GMS template, you're going to see several pop up. Here's the one from Mrs. Harrison. Here's 3 of them that I made. The one that I'm currently using is GMS Canvas Template 3. That's what I'll use for this example. But I'm just going to click on this, and it shows you kind of a preview here. It'll load up what it looks like. It stretches things out and it looks kind of weird, but it gives you an idea of what it's going to look like. And I'm going to go over here on the right and I'm going to click on Import Download. And what I want to do is take this course, this template, and I want to overwrite that sixth grade mathematics dummy course that I made. So I'm going to go to Import, and you should see right here it says sixth grade mathematics dummy. I'm going to click on that and I'm going to click import into course. And it takes a few minutes. If you go back to your dashboard and we scroll down, you can see the sixth grade mathematics dummy. It's actually changed colors. I'm going to click on that, and nothing has really changed yet. So I need to go over here on the right where it says choose the home page, and I'm going to click on that. And right here it says pages, front page, and it might say, bit semester 1 because that's what mine was called. You can just click on that and you can choose save. And what that's going to do is now your sixth grade mathematics dummy course now has my template as the home page. So just to double check that, let's go back to our dashboard. We're going to scroll down. We're going to click on sixth grade mathematics dummy course, and you should notice that now when you click on that, you now have this home page. So obviously this has some of my information. I'm just going to tell you really quick some of the things that I put on this. If you click up here on the G or Greenwood Middle School, it opens a new tab, and it immediately takes you to our middle school website. So that's just kind of a little hidden link in there, just clicking on the G or clicking here. This text here that says 6th grade business and information technology, I'm going to show you how to change that. Since we're doing for an example, mathematics, I'm going to show you how to change that. I made announcements over here on the left. I created all these little icons for kind of a visual aid of where they're going. But if they click announcements, it'll actually open a new tab and it'll go to any announcements that you may have in this course. Now, obviously, we don't have any. So modules will take you straight to modules of your course. We don't have any yet, but this is where you can create new modules. I'm going to try to make a video about modules to show you the basics of that later. You have the class calendar, which you'll notice is also over here, but I just put it on there so it's real quick so students can see exactly what's due, what's coming up. Discussions can be similar to announcements, but you can put a question in here and then your students can go in and answer it. If you can say, hey, what's something you really liked about this lesson? And it's a quick, easy, fun way to get some feedback from your students. Finally is the inbox, and that will take students to their inbox. Okay, so right now, since I'm logged in, it's going to be my inbox, but it will take them to their inbox. It's also over here as well, but I just kind of put it here because these seem to be some of the more popular choices that I know my students are familiar with. Over here is a box that says news and updates. You can update this and type in, every other day. There's a scroll bar, so when you get a lot of announcements, it'll be able to scroll. It won't make this this box here any bigger. They'll just be able to scroll down, and you can put all your current announcements on top. So I have some for kind of the first day back of school. Resources, I just made kind of a frame or a cell here, and I just Googled images. So when a student's on here, and you can keep these or you can edit these to what you want, but Google Drive, when they click that, it'll open a page. Now I'm already logged into my Google Drive, but it's going to open Google Drive where they can instantly log in. Notice it opens it in a new tab so that students don't have to it doesn't take them out of your Canvas page. I have typing.com, learning.com. I have my own YouTube channel, like for stuff that it's really stuff I was doing for e-learning. And then over here on the right is a link to the GMS news channel. The contact information down here, we'll edit this all to be, yours. So let's get into making this more of a 6th grade math page instead of, my page. So I'm going to go up here to the top to edit. And right off the bat, when this opens up, the first thing we probably want to do is click on this image, and we want to make an image, that says 6th grade math. So I'm just going to hit, backspace and get rid of that. And I tried to show you guys in the email that I sent, one of the websites that's really neat to make some cool title text is just, if you want to make cool text, it's called Cool Text. And there's all kinds, there's multiple pages. You can see 128 items of just different kind of neat text. I always kind of start with skate or keen, and then you can edit it however you want. So let's say that we went to like skate, and you type in here where it says logo text, what you want it to say. So I might say 6th grade mathematics. And next, the font, if you want to keep it, that's great. But you can click here on font, and there's a bunch of different fonts that you can use. And if you scroll down, like I'm just going to choose something that's kind of simple, maybe this Imperator. And you'll see how the font changed. Next, if I go over to logo, I can choose kind of the colors. Notice the top is a light blue, the bottom, let's just do something kind of funky, like maybe I do a light purple at the top. The bottom, I'll do like a dark purple, and maybe a pinkish. Can switch the top. Now notice over here you can kind of switch around to different shades of that color that you want. Let's say I go with that. The next one's a shadow, and I like to go to this shadow type right here, and I like to choose just a sharp shadow, and I just start messing with like the X and the Y axis. And if you notice up here, you'll start to see a shadow appear, and it gives it kind of a little shadow and kind of some depth. and I'm just going to click Create Logo. And I'm going to go up here and, I'm just going to right click on this and I'm going to save the image as, and I've got a folder here that I called Canvas, and I'll just call it 6th grade math logo. I'll put it in there. So we're going to go back to our Canvas page, and I'm just going to click where that image was, and right up here where it says Embed Image, I'm going to click on that, and you're just going to go over to Canvas. And you can choose where, you got to upload the image into Canvas, and I just normally go to My Files, and I think I have this Images folder, and I'm not sure if I made this. You really doesn't matter. You really want this upload, but I just like to put it in Images. And I'm going to go to Upload File, and it's going to say, what file do you want to upload? Well, I'm going to go to my desktop, and I have this folder I called Canvas, and I'm going to say 6th grade math logo. And then we just scroll down to the bottom and hit update, and boom, that's in there now. So you can kind of, resize it if you want. I like to click on the image and I like to make it centered, so it's just kind of in the center. So we have that. Next are these images that I put in. You can click on them and backspace and delete those, and we would do the same thing. I would just go to Embed Image, go to Canvas, and you can pick wherever you want. It really doesn't matter. Once you upload these once, you probably don't need to be able to find the images anymore. I'm going to choose Upload, and I just downloaded a couple of images before I started this just to save time. But you can pick an image, just scroll down and then hit Update, and it's going to throw this image in there. And if you click on it, you'll get these little resize boxes, so you can kind of resize it a little bit. And it says math is awesome and so are you. If I click right over here in this black area, I could embed another image. Go to Canvas, My Files, Images, and again, this is just where it's saving it. Click Upload. I have another one, and I'll scroll down and I'll update that. And let's click on this image and kind of resize it so we can kind of have two images. And I may have actually overwritten the other one, so we'll do this again. Let's add the other image real quick. It's probably already in there, but I'll just do it again. There we go. So now we have both images right next to one another. And you can do what I was saying before about clicking to center these. And I'll click on this to center it, and you should be able to get them both kind of right next to one another. Actually, we'll move it to the left. Move this to the left. And you can resize these to kind of fill the box as you want. Looks like right now we'll move them on the left. But you could add just a few images in here as you want and kind of make them, resize them to kind of fill the box. Looks like I'd have one room, room for one more image if I wanted. Next, I'm going to scroll down. The news box, you can just type in here whatever you want. You can go up here where it says text color, and you could change the text if you wanted to use pink or something. We are so happy to have you back. And you could type in, for my class, students need to have, and you could just type in, what you want them to have. These links over here should work to link to your page. You shouldn't have to do anything with these. Down here, like the resources, the ones you don't want, you could just click on them and delete them. And you could insert an image. Say you wanted IXL. I would go to Google and I would put in like IXL logo and go to images and just kind of find a logo for IXL. I could click on the picture I want. Maybe we use this one. I'm going to right click on it. I'm going to save the image as, and I'm using this folder. I'll just call it IXL. So we'd go back to my page, And I'm going to do the same thing I did with an image. I'm going to go to Canvas, My Files, and just really, again, it doesn't matter. We just need to find a place to put it for now. I would use the IXL logo, and I'll update it. And we could just resize it by clicking on it to make it, smaller. Now you could link to your class's online textbook or whatever you want, but now I need to make this a link. Now there's a trick in Canvas. I could just go up here and click link to URL and type it in, but when they click on it, it's gonna go straight to IXL and take them off of your Canvas page. So I'm gonna go to IXL real quick and get the link to IXL. It looks like it's just www.ixl. There's a green one, what I believe, but you could go to the specific one. I'm just going to copy this link, and I would go over here. And if you click on the image and you hold Control on your keyboard and hit K, this is a trick they don't really show you in Canvas, and you could just paste that link, and you can tell it to open it in a new window so it won't take them off your Canvas page. You don't even have to type anything in the title, but just hit OK, and now this link will take them to Canvas. When you get down here to the contact information, just type in your own information. Mr. John Smith, your email address. You could just change it to your name. You could change your phone number, I don't know, whatever your extension is. And this little trick here is something I found online where it says message me on Canvas. And you can make a link where they click on it and it immediately opens a message box. It's already addressed to you, and all they have to do is type in a subject and the message and hit send. Normally they have to click on the inbox, they have to click on create message, they have to choose a class, they have to type in your name, and then they're ready to send you a message. So one of the ways that I've found this is over here on people. Now I don't want to leave this page, but I'm going to right click and open that in a new tab. And when you go to people, if you click on your name, you should see your name here. And right over here it says send a message. If you see over here on the right, if you right click on that, and you choose copy link address, and then you go back over here, and I would just highlight all of this, the images and everything, and I can do that Control K trick, and it really doesn't matter here. You could just click link. You could do Control K and paste that link, or you can just click up here on the link where it says link to URL. I could click that. I could paste that crazy link and insert it. And what that's going to do is when they click it, and I'll show you in a minute, it's going to send a link straight to you where they can message you super easily. You could delete this picture, put your own, or not put one at all. It's up to you. And basically, there's a couple more things. If you don't like these colors, now this gets kind of crazy, but it's actually pretty easy if you just follow these instructions. Like if you don't want this green, if you click here, right over here is a table. If you notice right here, it says table. I'm going to click on that. I'm going to go to cell, and I'm going to go to properties. And this really is just a table. And each of these little frames are cells. So I'm going to click on here and go to cell and go to properties. And I'm going to go to advanced. And if you notice background color, it has this weird code. That's like HTML code for a color. So if you open a new tab at the top, and you Google HTML color codes, the very first result lets you create any color you want down here. So let's say you wanted to choose like a purple. I would go down to purple, and let's say I wanted to make it like this color. You just copy this code. I'm going to copy it, and I'm going to go over here, and you can't remove the number symbol, but you just highlight the number and paste this new code, and when I hit OK, you can notice that's now purple. And if you wanted to make this pink, you could do the same thing. I go up here, cell, and I go to cell properties. I go over to advanced background color, and if I wanted to make this say pink, let's do like a real light pink, I would copy this code, go back, hit paste, hit OK. That's now pink. You could do the same with the black. You know, I could make this pink as well. Click here, cell, properties, advanced, color. I've already got that color already copied. Paste, hit OK. Same here. I think you guys are getting the idea by now. If you're bored by this, just fast forward a little bit because I'm just going to kind of show you the whole thing here. Paste, OK. One more. Cell properties, advanced, replace. Remember to keep that number symbol. Boom. Next, the black I think looks nice. The green here, I think we had that purple before. I actually forgot the code, so I'm going to go back up here and I'm going to go to Cell, Properties, Advanced, and I'm going to copy this because I forgot what it was. And I don't, just so they're all the same. So I would click in the green, I would go to Cell, I would go to Properties, Advanced, and I would paste that code. Hit OK. Now it's purple. Go down here, same thing. Cell Properties, Advanced, paste it, boom, hit OK. And now I'm just going to go to the bottom and hit save. Now I didn't promise that this would be a masterclass in incredible design. I'm going to go to home. This is really big. It's just because it's just showing you actually the page. But let's just go to the dashboard first. And go down and click on 6th grade mathematics dummy. And you can see that it's the same structure, the same form as mine, but it has a little bit of your own personality and colors. You could update this for, you know, Christmas. You could do red and green. You know, if there's a green and gold, you know, Spirit Week or something, you could update it. It really doesn't take that long. But notice all the other, you know, colors. You wouldn't want to use probably yellow because then Greenwood Middle School and this wouldn't really show up. One of the things I was showing you was this message me on Canvas. Watch, if I click that, it opens the message box. Notice that it goes to this course. It goes to Mr. Dean, and they could type in, you know, just their subject. I have a question. Can you help me? And they could type it in, hit send, and it's that quick to get a hold of you. So that's pretty much it. I can show you when you have this and you've updated it and you've worked on it and you know you're really ready to you feel like it's you have it the way you want. You're obviously going to use this later to overwrite the one that your the school's going to make for you. So I'm going to click publish. And it's kind of ready to go. If you go down, I'll show you later once you have your course set and ready how to save it into the Commons so that you can later import it and overwrite the one the school made for you. I hope this helps. Have a great day. Let me know if you have any questions.